Today, we're going to talk about the most compelling question on the mind of every Jets fan, and that is the offensive tackle position. Are the spots already claimed, or is there room for a competition? So before we get started, I wanted to quickly let you guys know that we have a sponsorship with SeatGeek. If you go to SeatGeek and use the promo code JetCast, you will get $20 off your first order. Help yourselves out, help the channel out. We would really appreciate it. So let's dive into it a little bit here. So last year, the offensive line, despite demonstrating some potential, struggled with injuries. There was a pretty shocking statistic that more offensive linemen were sidelined due to injuries than any other position on the team. And, because of that, the team plummeted. The team ranking plummeted, especially after AVT went down. Joe Douglas recognized the gravity of the situation. He's certainly investing heavily into the offensive line this year. Rodgers being at the helm, it's crucial to keep the pressure off of him as much as possible. Rich Cimini, in a tweet, further emphasized that point. He highlighted that there is a stark contrast between Rodgers when he's under pressure and when he's not under pressure. So, in a bid, to start fixing that offensive line, Douglas made several strategic moves in the offseason. Two of the most exciting, I think, are the drafting of Joe Tippman and Carter Warren. We did get some more veterans on the team as well, but I really, really like these two rookies. And it's clear, Douglas clearly has a strategy. He wants to build a robust and resilient offensive line. So now it really comes down to Robert Saleh, Nathaniel Hackett, to harness the potential of this new offensive line group. So Saleh has already been quoted with saying that he's going to play the best five, regardless of who that best five is. But going along with that statement, it's clear that he values versatility and is open to shifting players. We saw that last year with AVT, moving players around. So the offensive line's configuration will play into, a very significant role on how it performs. Obviously, you want to have the best five guys on the field, but you also want to have them in the best positions. So right now, I believe we're going to have Dwayne Brown, left tackle, and Mekhi Becton at right tackle. Both are recovering from surgery in the offseason. Brown had shoulder surgery, and Becton is Becton. I'm not going to get into everything that's going on with him. We already know he's only played 15 games since being drafted, and we all know about his Twitter posts about slimming down. But in addition to those two, we have our right tackle from last year for a good portion of the year, which was Max Mitchell. We've brought in Billy Turner. I spoke about Carter Warren before. And a lot of these guys are just willing to play in any position, really, in order to get on the field. Billy Turner has played guard. Carter Warren has played guard. So the team is full of versatile guys. Getting right into that, you have AVT. He's demonstrated an all-pro level at tackle and an all-pro level at guard. So, again, he got hurt. He's coming off surgery as well. But, I just pray to God that he stays healthy, because he is, right now, I think, the most versatile and best player on the offensive line. There's only one certainty on the offensive line, and that's Laken Tomlinson. He's going to be our left guard. And he's not moving from that position. That's where he's played his entire career. That is where he is best. He's not gonna move into a tackle position if need be. And if we ever get to that point where we need him to be a tackle, we're in deep trouble. So the center spot is up for grabs between McGovern and Joe Tippman. McGovern, who returned on a 1-year prove-it deal, he's going to face some stiff competition from Tippman. And to be quite honest with you, Tippman better win that job. right? You don't draft a center high in the second round and don't expect him to start. He's a big kid. He's great. He's great pulling and getting outside of the tackle and being that lead blocker on a lot of outside run plays. Reminds me a lot of Nick Mangold, and I just hope he's our center for the next 15 for the next decade. I really hope so. So there are several possible line configurations depending on how the line performs. Like I said, AVT could move to tackle. Tippman has played guard, but I don't want him to play guard. I want him to play center. McGovern has also played guard. I think he started out as a guard, so he has that versatility. So everybody on this line has the ability to move around, and I think the last 2 seasons, Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh really emphasized that, or really wanted guys that had that flexibility to move around in different positions. The only 2 guys that are true tackles and really are not going to move are Dwayne Brown and Mekhi Becton. But if they go down, we have the bodies to fill it. So thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I hope this video was informative. Please give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.